Okay, so we have for the in this chronology where we left off from before, the Emperor of France. Under that, it's the Empire of Germany. So in 903, about this time, saith the Foxe, the empire is translated from France to Germany among the Almains, where it is to this day. This translation hath some beginning in contradus. So of this translation of the empire, see page 169 of the first great volume, column 2, line 34. Under the kings of England, we see in 903 Edward the Elder. Of this the King Edward was inferior to his father, Alfred, in learning, but more eminent in military affairs, conquering this land to himself from petty kings and from invading Danes. In 904, under the Roman bishops or popes, we see Leo V. Ethervoldus, King Edward, his uncle's son, rebels against King Edward, joining with the Danes. But first he was made to fly to into France, after he, returning with more forces of Danes, is slain. Okay, let's see, 904, 905. Under the Pope, Roman bishops, Christoph Rust I. In 906 is Sergius III. This Pope Sergius beheaded Pope Formosus after his death, as Pope Stephen VI before had disfingered him after death. Of this Conradus, whom Master Foxe calls Conracus, see page 169 of the first great volume. Okay, 912, we have Anastasius III. King Edward assaulted the Danes. He slays 2 kings, 2 earls, and many thousands of Danes. That's in 912. Edward, King of England, Edward the Elder. John I guess that's the 2nd? No, the 11th, in 916. Of others, he is counted the 10th Pope John. This pope was smothered with a pillow. 924, Adelstan or Ethelstan, that's of England. And in Archbishops of Canterbury is Wyselmus. Okay, this Adelstan was King Edward's son. See, Edward the Elder, Adelstan or Ethelstan. This Adelstan was King Edward's son by her of his 3 wives, that was called Egwin. Adelstan was wise and valiant. Duke Alfred conspires to put out Adelstan's eyes. He is sworn at Rome upon accusation of it. He, forswearing that he intended it, not when as he did, fell down, and in 3 days died. Around 927, Ethelstan, for peace sake with the Danes, he married Cythericus, their Kay, his sister. But Cythericus, dying in a year, he seizeth that province into his own hands. In 932, we have in Rome John the 12th. Constantine, king of Scots, breaks covenant with Ethelstan, and thereupon beaten by Ethelstan in war. Okay. Of others, this Pope John 12, is called the 11th. This Pope John was the son of Marozia and Harlot. He is deposed by the clergy and people of Rome, not agreeing to his election, and Leo VI is put in his room. Leo VI. That's in 935. Let's see, the translation of that empire to Germany is perfected in Otho M. Alright, so we're up at Leo VI, 935 AD. So Leo VI is put in his room. Bristanus is bishop of Winchester, of whom it's feigned that to him praying for departed souls, as he stood in Winchester churchyard, many souls answered Amen. Which, if it had been so, how were those souls in purgatory? Of this Otho Emperor, see Volume 1, page 169, Column 2, and page 192, Column 2 of the Great Volume. Of others, as Reusner and so on, he is termed Leo VII. He is Pope 7 months. 934, you get Stephen VII. And in Archbishops of Canterbury, you have Odo. Now this Stephen VII, touching this Stephen to be the seventh, see Volume 1, page 189, Column 1, line 56. With page 188, Column 2, line 29 in the margin. John the 12th, restored. This Stephen, having been Pope 2 years, according to Master Foxe, was poisoned. Pope John the 12th, as Master Foxe reckons him, is restored to the popedom again. Stephen the 8th, Edmund. Edmund was brother to Aethelstan, succeeds in the crown, Aethelstan dying without issue. By the way, on the side here is the volume and the page numbers. And the page numbering I'm using is actually the numbering on my PDF file. So thank you for listening, and Lord willing, we will continue this and finish the 3,000 or so pages of the total set. We're just in the beginning still, just in the chronology. Thank you for your patience.